Thank you for joining, everyone. So now I'm pretty much finishing with the waterproofing, and I need to put few more pieces before I can call it completed. So this is the curb, and I already did all the walls except the niche, because I usually like to do the niche afterwards. So I'm gonna put some of the sealant, about it right next to it. I'll also put a little bit of the sealant on the inside, because I have some of the pieces that are sticking out. Some of them, they are kind of recessed, to just slightly level it. But anyways, the bottom is usually getting covered with Schluter. Just like that. Thank you for joining, everyone. Like and subscribe to the channel. Drop in the chat where you're watching from, which state or which country. So I'm putting this GoBoard. For those who might not know, this is the waterproofing system, that one of the waterproofing systems that can be used when it comes to building your own shower or somebody's shower. The benefit of that system, that you can cut it just with a razor blade pretty much, and you don't need much like tools and stuff. If you are DIY, you can do it easily. And it's much easier and much better waterproofing than like cement boards that most people they got used to it. Or maybe some people even use baker board, which is not a good solution for the bathroom at all. Thank you for joining, guys. Jason 6083, 3 days so far. Good grief, I bet you make no money. Man, you don't know what I'm doing in between, so it's better for everyone to count their own money. I have 2 bathrooms that I'm working on here. So of course it can be installed like in like one day. But I also had to wet shim this back wall, which wasn't plumb at all, and on the tile installation stage, it will be much faster to work when I have a wall that is perfectly plumb and flat. So when it's in place, it can be easily scored like that. And then snapped. Just like that. Thank you for joining, everyone. Let me know in the chat where you're watching from, and if you have any questions. So this is pretty much the curb of the shower, and I'm putting some GoBoard as a waterproofing. So I just scored one piece and put it to the inside, and now I'm gonna be using some of the overs that I cut from the walls, not to waste new board. So here they are, these pieces. And usually you want to do your sides first and then cap it with the top, so it will kind of hold. If there will be any water, it will just go down, not into the joint. So let me see. This piece fits here just perfectly, like it was here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put the sealant right away. I'll put that piece, and we will set it in place just like that. I don't like measuring them. If I can do stuff without measuring, usually I would do that. So I'll put a few screws just to hold it in place. Just like that. 2 and 2 more screws. the same stuff with my knife. I'll just score it from the inside, just like that. And snap it. Perfect. So the inside is ready. I'll seal the gap. I already put some in between the boards, but I always like to top it just to make sure I have enough sealant and stuff. So I have my putty knife right here. I'll just spread it a little bit better. Just like that. Okay, just not to get you bored, I will start putting the stuff on the face side. Like I said, I have plenty pieces that were leftovers, so I'm gonna just set it here to see how it fits. To cut that wood that is sticking out. Perfect. So I'll hit the sealant right away in that place. And I'm gonna drop that thing in place, just like perfect. And few screws. There will be a baseboard on the inside, so I don't worry much about this side. Ran it a little too deep, so I'm gonna put another one next to it and I will fill in both holes. One, two. Oh, it's perfectly flush. So now I can trim it. Yeah, I'll just do the same stuff, just score it. Just like that. Just snip. I have a factory, so just like that. Thank you for joining, everyone. Hi, James. Hi, Face 13 Store. Hi, Morton Marty. Hi, guys. Thank you for joining, everyone. So I'm finishing this curb. Again, I'm gonna put some sealant on the edge right away, and I think I have too much buildup already formed here. So here we are. And the same stuff on the inside, just in case. It's better to have something than have nothing. And again, just like that. Kind of work it a little bit. Perfect. And time for screws. And I will also drop the piece on the top, but there will be no tile on the top. It will be a piece of board. I bought the package that had around 700, like 670 screws or something. 750. And I can tell you that I have about like 150 left. So 600 screws went into this bathroom, and I also used some of them in another bathroom as well. Let me know in the chat where you're watching from, which state, which country, and drop plus in the chat if you can hear me well. And if you have any questions, you can ask them as well. So I'm gonna get my knife again. and just score it. Score it from the inside. And then I'll just snap it. That's it. Pretty much no measuring. Almost no use of tape measure, guys. Thank you for joining. Hi JI73. Use an impact gun. Man, I have impact gun. So the thing is that it's too noisy, and when I stream, it will be annoying for those who are watching. It's the first. And second thing, I like using that drill because it has this washer, and when you use it you can keep it sturdy. And like the main reason is because it's quiet, you hear, and pretty much I don't want to annoy you guys, so you can hear me well and just don't have this constant like bram bram bram. But I usually use impact drill as well. Use impact drill. There are so many suggestions on the internet, what you can do, what you have to do, and so many opinions and everything. So I don't worry about that anymore because I mean I grew up through that time. Now I can use almost anything. Like it's not that much of a tool matters than a skill that you have usually. So GoBoard says that you have to put like about 2 inch of that sealant on the gaps, which when GoBoard just became a thing, they were not saying to do that. So I assume they're just trying to make you buy more material, or maybe they started having some lawsuits against them and they adjusted their technology because of that. So not quite sure, but something definitely made them change their policy, because they came up with the tape for the seams as well. And I have nothing against the tape and all that stuff. It's great to use all that. But I installed quite a few showers when they were not selling the tape, GoBoard tape, and also when they were not selling those washers and screws with huge washers, almost like identical to Schluter. So, I mean, what about that time? What should we do with those installations that were made? So I had no problems. People still use these showers and they have no problems. So I'm pretty sure it's just like a marketing kind of thing where they just make you buy more of that sealant, because the board itself is not that expensive. It's like over $20. But when you buy that sealant, it's like 14 plus tax, which is also the same price as the board almost. So when you use their instructions where you have to spread it all over the place, it takes more sealant, so you spend more money. And guess who's happy? The owner of the company is happy that you bought their products. Like I said, this is the outside. For some reason I'm more than certain that whoever will come to put the baseboard, they will just shoot the nails through my beautiful curb, and they will just penetrate through the waterproofing, which I will probably mark there, not to use nails but use a glue gun, like caulking gun with some with some liquid nails. But anyways, it's gonna be a wooden trim, so even if they use adhesive, if there will be any water going somehow out, it will affect the wood first. So it's better to make sure your stone is pinched the right way and that you don't have any issues like that. Just like that. And then when I'll be grouting, I'll grout and I'll use a caulking, color matching caulking that I'll be using for the bathroom, and I'll just hit that joint with the caulking just to kind of like seal it. So I mean, it's better always to prevent stuff from happening, even though if something goes wrong, if you do it on each stage, you're trying to think, what if that happens, and you kind of try to do some extra stuff to not to have issue like that. So then you have secured yourself against any issues. Hi Navy Flipper. Hi, is that VD board? It would be grandfathered in. No, it's a GoBoard, and it pretty much stays on this board. GoBoard, GoBoard. So interesting thing that on one of the boards it says that it is owned by Jones Manville Building Insulation Division, and when you look, it is related to Berkshire Hathaway, which is the pretty much company that guy, the investor Warren Buffett owns. So pretty much GoBoard is owned by Warren Buffett, if we can if we can say so. So I want to put a little bit more sealant in here just in case. It's always better to have extra on the corners. Perfect. And after I put the top on that curb, I'm gonna be doing the Schluter shower base on the floor. At least I'll cut the edges off and I will set them in place probably. So let me check the chat, guys. Thank you for staying tuned. Couldn't see, it would be, yeah, couldn't see, sorry. Thank you for joining. Navy Flipper, consider subscribing not to skip the streams in the future. Do you water test before tile? It depends what you mean by saying that. If you mean the floor and if it's related to what I said about the Schluter, then I don't. And I will tell you why in a second. So when you completed your shower pan installation on the floor and your tape, corners tape, like all this, all stuff, usually Schluter tells you that you have to do what they call flood test. You have to put the drain plug, you need to cover it, and you have to wait pretty much leave it overnight, come next day, and I mean you can see some bubbles right away if you messed up, but you have to leave it overnight to see if there is any problems. So what I like to do instead, and like pretty much if you put the pan and then you have to let it dry after that water test and everything, what you can simply do, I buy Mape Aqua Defense, which is liquid waterproofing, like roll-on type. And after I do my base and taping waterproofing by Schluter technology, I simply apply 2 coats of that liquid Mape Aqua Defense on the whole pan. I mean, you just roll it on, and then you install your tile, and you have no problems. And this Aqua Defense says that you can tile, if you have nice heating in the house, you can tile after 1 hour after you applied it. So, I mean, it's quite impressive. So usually I leave it also overnight. Um, and I also in my work, so I have some other stuff to do if I need to. So yeah, I don't do the flood test. I just put the liquid waterproofing, which gives like an extra protection and saves me from this step, because I also don't quite like the idea of using Synset as a bonding material for waterproofing. It might be, I mean, might be really good. I've done that before and I had no problems also, but I just think it's always better to go an extra mile. And also, if I can save myself some time, I would do that. So that's it. You're saying water test, like there's supposed to be some tile setter that already got all the materials for this project and guess which material he ordered. He ordered uh, baker board, and he was gonna do mud bed for the base. And I mean, I've done that too, but there is no need to do this kind of stuff anymore, because you can just use a pre-sloped, prefabricated pan and have no problems whatsoever. So I'm simply filling those nail holes, I mean screw holes now, so then it can dry. Yeah, and usually when I do this roll-on membrane, I just roll it about like 6 inches up. So like there is no way that it can leak. I mean, raise more than 6 inches up. Maybe it's just overkill, but I like doing it this way. Thank you for staying tuned. So do you should then you can't guarantee the job done. Many VD systems and no leakage. Your not my house. So what is wrong? It's wrong to use GoBoard? What do you mean? I'm glad that you've done things and no leakage, and it's great. Explain it more. No. What means no? No, not test. Okay, I'll try to understand, but for now it's kind of hard. So you mean it's wrong not to test it? right? I just explained what I do that pretty much guarantees that I don't need to do water tests for the any system will work. Yeah, I mean I agree that any system will work. So this is the stuff. You see, Aqua Defense, and this is what I use, and you don't have to like. There is no need to test it if you did everything right. I mean, if you did everything right, and yeah, here's this pen that I'm gonna be using. So I don't know if they have a photo. Yeah, they have. So let me show you and explain what I mean. So pretty much, you see that guy here. So he already put the drain flange. I use drain system here. I already have curved drain system and everything. So you put your seals, you put your corners, and it's ready. It's all dry. And they say you need to do water test, and this is exactly what you are talking about. And it's absolutely right. But I came up with different solution. When it's all dry, it's installed. I just get, like I said, I get Aqua Defense, and I roll Aqua Defense on this all this taping, and it fills all the cracks, all the pores, everything. So the whole base is sealed. I put 2 coats. I seal around that thing also. So I roll it, and then when it dries, you have like about, I usually rise it about like 4 inches high. You have no need to water test because that thing, it seals all the pores. It seals all the pores, and I'm not the first one who's doing that. Okay, if you trust it, yeah, I mean, why not to trust it? Uh, and yes, I'm gonna be using Schluter drain and Schluter flange. So I just noticed that they got adapter kit. So converts existing clamp ring drain to curved drain. Oh, they got the wrong thing. Okay, that's really good, guys, so that you that you asked me and I started showing it, because whoever brought that stuff, this is not the right thing. This is curved drain adapter flange. So it's actually I haven't seen it yet. Maybe I can use it. But I asked. No, I probably can't. So it should be. So it should be for PVC pipe drain. This is just wrong. But here's the actual drain. Man, they have nice black drain and they put this sticker on it, so I can't show it. But it's a black. Yeah, here's the design of it. So yeah, they got different. I'm gonna need to order different one. So yeah, because I pointed quite a few times that I need a just for a PVC. So I'm gonna do probably the screenshot, something like that. So let me check the comments. What about the drain system? Schluter drain. Yes, okay, if you trust it. I've been using GoBoard. Okay, North Jersey, Kevin. So what are you using now, Kevin? And when you mean you've been using for walls or for the whole shower or for the floor, or what do you mean? So here's the drain. Probably I won't be doing it today. I'm already tired. So now I'll just put the top, guys. I'll put the top. I need to shave it here a little bit, teeny tiny bit. I just noticed a bump that I left. Guys, consider subscribing to the channel and like this live stream by double tapping your screen. Okay, so I'm gonna put a little bit more on this side. Just to pinch it a little bit towards the shower. So let's hit a few more over here. Perfect. And like I said, I'm going to be using those cutoffs. We have factory edge on one side, which is this one, and I will line it up with the inside of my shower. I'll push it. Perfect. So I'll probably put more on the inside because I can. And it's always better to have more than less. Just like that. Perfect. And I'll be waterproofing these corners also with the Schluter outside corner system and their tape and everything when I do the base. So it will be done the way it should be done. And just do quick work. Okay, you just have to be fast. Yes, you can be fast, but man, fast. But they had to redo all the drywall pitch. Okay, so I've been using GoBoard. GoBoard, gotcha. Looks like you are too. Yes, man. Take care, keep you up the good work. Thank you, sir. Uh, no, George, Kevin. Thank you, Kevin. Guys, please like, stream by double tapping the screen if you don't have the glitch within your Slack ID. And subscribe to the channel as well. hoping we go to flat. The one that I played. And now we're gonna put some more on the flange and let's link up the three. Write the question, guys. I will have this three and try to see something. So I'll some bit of that stuff over here. And we have to use one more too. threaded on the inside of this curb. But like you've seen, I always use it. I put the on top of that bead. Stop it. Yeah, I'm getting ready for that. So they're gonna have like a PVC casing on the inside. So I'll use some GoBoard just to, GoBoard, I mean some aqua defense that I will just roll on, and then they will put their trim, and it will be kind of like sticking out a little bit, so it will be ready. So I have the bench ready here. It's 36 inches wide, and I also have niche ready behind that board. I already put like piece on the back. So what I usually like to do, I make the niche a little bit wider. So then when I need to cut it, I cut it, and I can always add a little bit more thinset and build my tile the way I need to. And then over here it will be one exact piece of the tile that will be the niche, and on the sides it will be like half piece and half piece. So I always like to make it symmetrical, and the only way to do that is by doing it this way. And also I put the tile first, and then the tile that should be the niche pretty much. I put just few kind of spots of that thin set, and I set it so then I can run my tiles all the way up. I do the whole wall. Then next day I come, I just kind of press tap this tile and it comes off. And then I cut it exactly where it should be. I put my side pieces for the niche, top and bottom. I seal everything and it's ready. Then I put my Schluter pieces, so it works pretty well this way. And I still need to put the Schluter base over here. It's been sitting. So I finished this tile. It looks like it's dirty. It is kind of, it has some kind of dust on it, some chunks of something. And this is the Schluter kind that I'll be using. And so yeah, pretty much this is ready. And yeah, there was a lot of framing adjustments here that needed to be done. Like the guys put the drywall, and I had to put like a slide 2x6 in here, and they have the actual outlet like switch on the other side. So I put like a metal plate, like a plumber's plate. I notched the stuff so then I can have it flush and not sticking out. Because I usually hate when this stuff kind of sticking out. So yeah, I put the bottom plates, like bottom fillers everywhere, and this stuff was framed. I put the layer of the OSB under this GoBoard sheet on top of the framing, so it will be even more rigid. So yeah, and this whole wall was framed. I put not framed but reinforced. I put, like you can see actually the niche stuff for the niche. I put some lumber for grab bars. For some reason they wanted it on this side, so I just put it the way it was. So yeah, pretty much it's getting along, and I'm about to start styling pretty soon. So this is the towel that I'm gonna be using. This towel will go on the floor. This is actually needs to foam, needs to be fused before it's installed. So it's pretty big. So that will be for the floor and for the back of the niche. For the back of the niche as well. And for the wall, we really just goes like 44 yards. However, it has some people saying it's not large format anymore. They have like this crazy big tile now. But anyways, if your one side is bigger than 15 inches, it's considered large format. So this is pretty much the style. So let's check if you like the style. So here is, yeah, this house is located on the top of the hill. It's like mountains around, pretty much. And I don't know if you can, you probably won't be able to see. I was wondering what was the kind of light on the opposite side. And it happened to be the house. The guy has the house, and where is top of the mountain. I mean, I'm using the view from here. So let me show you. Let me show you guys another. So this is pretty much my work nest station. I would say my cell. So some of the tools in here. Some guys already they're prepping and putting some hardwood floor. So they're gonna be installing those. They're pre-finished. So let me show you the mud room that I did. It's quite dark in here. So this is, it actually already has the light in here. But where's the switch for the main light here? Okay, there it is. So So I get this tile, so or there is good electrician working here, so you see that they just leave the net just like that. All the stairs, tile pieces, and just a little hole next to to the outlet. That's fine. Somebody will figure it out. So they're actually decent guys. So that's the way it works in new construction for some reason. So yeah, this is the hexagon tile. It was very first tile that I installed in this house. And yeah, all of this grout is getting dirty. So yep, this one is ready. And I also did another bathroom. Another bathroom is completed except the tile. I don't know if I'll have a good internet here to show. I hope so. So this is the mosaic on the floor. I just put this sheet of baker board to protect while I was working here. So this is the mosaic. This is the actual shower. And like I said, it still needs to receive the grout. And here's the niche. So here's the niche. And you see it's perfect, like it's exactly 1, 2, 3, 4 rolls high, and it is 2 tiles wide. And the gap is exactly where it should be. You see this line, it goes perfectly here and here. And I like when it's this way. So, yeah, that's it. That's it, guys. It's ready. So give the live stream a like by double tapping your screen and consider subscribing to this channel, guys. Thank you for joining. Good to see you. Yeah, for you to show you. Here's the bench, and it's totally waterproof. Here's the curve, also waterproof. I have the niche right over here where you can see the screws. I will cut it after. I usually like to do it this way. So, and that's pretty much the bolts are ready. So I'll be doing on Monday this base, like shooter shower. So this is what I'm gonna be working on Monday. Thank you for staying tuned, guys. Like this live stream and subscribe to the channel. Thank you, guys. Guys, I'm gonna be wrapping for today. I wanna say thank you and every one of you. Thank you for tuning and consider subscribing to the channel to see more videos in the future and more live streams. Thank you again, and I wish you a very blessed weekend. So, thank you.